Hi, it's Danny from VRAI Magazine, and I am excited to be able to share this video with you where I'm talking with fashion designer Jordan Stewart. Jordan, thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited to have you here with us today.
Hi, thank you very much for inviting me.
We're excited to have you. And let's get this off the bat. Congratulations on your upcoming show to New York Fashion Week. It is this coming Sunday on Valentine's Day, correct?
Yes, yes, thank you. I'm hoping that everyone comes and falls in love.
Well, we can't wait to see the collection and everything. So, but before we jump to New York Fashion Week, I want to just touch base and just talk about, how has life been for you during this crazy pandemic and the crazy times that we're living in these days?
Oh, I mean, it's such everything's so different. It's such a huge learning curve for me being in fashion and the reworking of our world. I mean, we're meeting our photographers and our editorials and our clients by way of distance and drop-offs
Mhm.
and virtual fittings and just really reworking the entire function of fashion in the back end. So it's been a challenge, but also it's been met with a lot of optimism and a lot of friendly faces. So we're doing okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear. The one thing I want to take away is that I think with all the new things we've learned in terms of how to continue business during a pandemic and everything, there may be some opportunities we'll take with us in terms of how to, speed up business or maybe improve business, once we get back to some sort of normalcy in this world, hopefully soon, we'll
Yes,
see.
I think definitely we're all kind of learning how to utilize technology
Yeah.
at a maximum right now. And so that's exciting and new and challenging.
Definitely, definitely. Now, I do understand that you've got four kids. So, what has that been like in terms of lockdowns, pandemics, designing collections, etc.? I'm curious to hear how you juggle all that.
So I have two daughters, and I have two twin sons, and
Wow.
my twin boys they're little, they're three, and so in my home I've been creating my collection, and in the body of some of these trains I've made some enormous train gowns. I'll get my little guys will they'll curl up and fall asleep in the favorite colored gown. So I'm like, where are the children? And it's funny because I've got some neat photos where you just see the mannequins and then you see the trains, and somewhere in there are like these two little amazing little men, and they've grown up this way. So
Oh my gosh. Well, that's great. I'm glad you've been able to make it all work with everything that's going on these days.
yeah,
So,
and
so
you know what? To be real, I also think that I'm home more, and so they get to see me and be with me while I'm creating, and I think it's almost been more positive for family life.
good. That's good. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. A lot more family time, definitely.
Yes, yes, for sure.
All right. So let's talk about the brand. Now, I introduced you as a fashion designer for RVNG, but I also understand it's called Revenge. So, however people want to talk about it. How did you come up with the name? I'm just curious.
It's quite a story. I'll
Okay.
give you a Cole's Note version. For me, I mean, I've had a life full of change and love and laughter and sadness, and I've been through a lot, and I've been in fashion for 15 years. And I think when it came time to launch my runway brand, um, I felt that revenge was about showing up your personal best. And for women, you know, um, feeling empowered, women feeling like every time they show up, it's like their own personal revenge on every goal and every
Hmm.
achievement that they've ever come across. It's about showing up for me. And so I'm very passionate about my brand and about
Mhm,
my clothing, and everything has purpose.
mhm.
And I just feel like the name of my brand also has purpose, and it's about being strong. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great to know. I've been when I first saw your collection on the New York Fashion Week calendar last September, I'm like, okay, RVNG. I'm like, you're one of the brands where I'm like, what does that stand for? It's not her name, but what is that all about? So that's great to finally learn about it today. So thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
sharing that.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. So what kind of woman do you see wearing your clothes? Is there a specific woman that you have in mind when you're designing your collections? I'm just curious.
I think it's more about a feeling than a specific woman. It's a woman who
Okay.
embodies um, courageousness
Mhm,
and boldness. And I guess it's more that I invite women, whomever that may be,
mhm.
to show up and to boldly attend their events in something that I've dreamed up for them. I think it's more about a feeling than it is about a specific individual. And I think that applies to all people, not
Mhm.
just one certain demographic. So a woman who's, ready to just attend, you know?
Okay, that makes sense. And the other thing that I took away too when I saw your last collection at New York Fashion Week was there was definitely a strong powerful essence, and there's like the femininity aspect to it as well, which isn't lost on that. But there's also attitude in
Mhm.
terms of what I got when I saw the collection as well too.
Yeah.
So
There's a little bite. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, and I hope I can't wait to hear what you think of this collection
Okay.
because I've pushed my bite, I hope. So
Okay, okay.
yeah,
I can't wait to see. I've got to patiently wait here for like about 48 hours and then we'll see what happens and
very
such.
good.
So, one other question about the brand. Is there a sustainability aspect to the clothes that you wear, the clothes that you design?
Right. So I can't completely brand myself sustainable,
Hmm.
but as a designer, as a human being, and as a resident of trying of this world, trying to make every decision I can to be a positive one. Everything that I do, I always make my best effort to buy ethically sourced material, or to even when I'm buying hardware, I'm being conscientious of what was this sprayed with. And I think that that's our duty as human beings. So it's so important. I'd love to move and grow and become completely sustainable. I think that that would be a glorious thing for the brand. I do my best every time. I so funny. I just made a wedding gown
Hmm.
for a dear friend, and I said, can we use piece cotton here? Because I feel like, taking a gown and, you're wearing it once, you keep it, which is
Hmm.
nice. And it's slow fashion because it's,
Hmm.
made by hand. But to actually buy materials that have, you know, an ethical background is so key, is so important. So, yeah.
Definitely. That's fantastic to know. I mean, sustainability is definitely one of the big areas these days in every area and every industry these days. So definitely. Good,
Yes.
good. All right, let's jump to New York Fashion Week since it's coming up. So um, I'm gonna have to tell you. So when I saw the collection last September,
Mhm.
and it was a digital presentation since everything was digital back then and everything. And I saw Laura Vandervoort come out in that powerful white suit and that big hat. I mean, I'm like, okay, there's something coming here. I'm excited to see it. And
Mhm.
so I'm really excited to see what's going to come this coming Sunday, especially since you've mentioned that something's going to be a little bit different for this one, maybe a little bit more of a bite. But the fact that this is your second show this coming Sunday, how are you feeling to be part of New York Fashion Week overall? I mean, what does it mean to you?
So, becoming a part of the New York Fashion Week family has felt like it's an incredible thing to be included amongst my peers and my fellow creatives. So, the invite and the acceptance is huge. The most important phrase I think here for me is I feel like I'm home. I
Hmm.
feel like I feel like New York is important to me. I think New York Fashion Week is important to me. I think the creation of fashion and the continuation of the art of fashion is profound for me. So being a part of New York has meant the world.
That's great. Well, we're excited to see the next round. You're actually a pro now. Now that this is your second show, so you know.
I mean, there's a learning curve for sure with respects to digital and
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
That's
So,
true. All right. So here's the question that everybody's going to ask you. Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for this upcoming fall winter collection that we're going to see?
yes. So this collection is my Beyond collection. And the thought here is that beyond imagination, beyond what we've been through, moving forward, and the collective of what's next, what I have, dreamed up for our women moving beyond this into the future. So I have a fantasy collection coming out,
Mhm.
and there's no holdback. In my collection, we are going to parties, we are getting back to life, and women are gonna hopefully feel fabulous in these garments. And we're gonna wait till we get there, and then they're gonna go into the world, hopefully. So it's about moving forward for me.
I love it. I mean, and I think, definitely during these times, we all need something forward, moving forward to look to, just so that we stay positive and everything like that. I'm curious, are you combining for this collection ready to wear and couture? Because I know that you've done that for other collections. Is that something that's going to be happening again for this upcoming season?
So the beginning part of my collection, I generally start with a prêt-à-porter, which is just like a little bit less dressy than my
Mhm.
full-on my full gowns, and that the gala wear. So I like to think that the brand is event wear. So it's something you're
Okay.
wearing to go someplace, to attend something. So everything has a bit of a dress up feel. I'm
Okay.
sure we can. There's so many cool vibes out there. I'm sure you could dress down a few things, but all in all, it is a dressier collection. And then ultimately ending with my gowns.
Got it. Got it. No, that's great to know. Especially during these times, we all need something exciting to look forward to, and for those moments. I mean, I know there are pieces in my closet where like I want to wear this. I want to be able to get out and wear this because I'm tired of just wearing the same old thing
Yes, yes,
at,
yes,
at home day in and day
yes,
out and such.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
fantastic. That's fantastic. All right. Is there anything else you want to share about this upcoming collection? Is there going to be a wow finale piece, or is there any other aspect you want to tease us with before we wrap this all up?
I'm happy to share a little bit. I feel like the finale gown. I can tell you that there's velvet. I can tell you
Oh,
that I have um, over 200 handmade silk tulle roses sewn into
wow.
an 8-foot train, and I hope you enjoy her. So
Okay. Okay. Well, definitely looking forward to seeing that then,
great.
this coming Sunday. So remind us again. So this Sunday, February 14th, your show is going to be airing what time?
7:30 p.m. New York Fashion Week. I'll hope.
7:30 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be tuning in to see that. So with that said, Jordan, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I really appreciate it. I know you're busy, crazy during this time with, Fashion Week happening, but I greatly appreciate it. And we all thank you here from VRAI Magazine.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I can't wait to see you again soon.
Yeah, so hopefully the next time we're talking and chatting, it can be official, like backstage before a show and, during amidst all
September.
the craziness.
September.
Cross our fingers.
IRL.
All right. All
Okay.
right. With that said, thank you so much again, Jordan, and thank you to everybody for watching our interview with Jordan Stewart, fashion designer with RVNG or Revenge. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.